Good evening, welcome to our 5th episode of Dragon Ball Super Friends. And tonight we have 3 special guests, and they'll introduce themselves when we all do, like we normally do. So, you all know I'm Ben.
The Jake.
Kevin.
I'm Josh.
I'm Trevor.
And I'm Jordan.
You got that. That was clean.
Alright. So we got a lot to talk about tonight, guys. Got a lot of fun stuff. Shut your mouth.
Alright.
So, I want to pass the mic over to my friend Josh because we have a pretty big announcement coming up with OP season. He has a lot of information on it, and I feel that the community needs to hear about it. So definitely take it away, man.
Thank you, Ben. Well, starting in December, we're going to have our first regional taste from Bandai and ARG. Jim McMahon is the CEO of ARG, and he is bringing us our first 6 regional events kicking off in December, which I hopefully will start at his Florida Invitational. He hosts one in Florida in December and one in Philadelphia in July every year. It's like a giant mix-up of every single game ARG supports, and now that includes Dragon Ball Super. And thankfully he has partnered with Bandai, and that's going to bring us a lot of cool stuff in the future. So that'll be something to look forward to. And then this might be a separate season from Bandai's regional season, so we could be looking at OP events all year round here. And I'm telling you guys, more tournaments is never a bad thing. Get out there, meet new players, meet new people, have a good time, share ideas, see where you can go with it, and then just look forward to like cool promo prizing, cool like playmat prizing, and if we ever got cash prizing, I mean that's really what I want. I don't know about you guys, but like I think the community really would get behind some good cash prizing. But I know Jim's going to do whatever Bandai wants him to do, and maybe he won't if he doesn't like it, but Jim's a cool guy, so we'll see.
That's actually one thing that concerns me. I saw that Jim is hesitant right now to give out cash prizing because he doesn't know what Bandai wants to do. I feel that would be really bad if Bandai doesn't do cash prizing because cash is just king. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
I think cash is good, but if we receive things that were so exclusive that people wanted to sell them for cash, that obtains the same value for me.
I agree.
Like winner's promo, winner's swag, things like that.
Tournament promos and stuff like that.
If it's real valuable and we can make our money back off selling it, then I think that's just as good as cash. There's an extra step involved, but sometimes cash doesn't promote big crowds. A lot of people see money and they see competitiveness, they see like sharking each other, where it's like, if we have to get promos, we have to get boosters, we just play like that. But I honestly prefer cash or something of the value that I can sell to recoup whatever loss I would take on staying over at a hotel or driving to a tournament, food, funds, gas. But I think we definitely need to see cash prizing either at like non-official events or official events. We can't just you can't ignore that altogether. There's too many adults that play this game, that enjoy it, that will travel, will put in the time, the hours, the money, and they need to see a return of some sort, and not always a monetary return, but like a worth their time investment. You don't want to have feel-bad moments for anyone coming to this game.
Yeah, I'm just a little nervous too about like tournament exclusive promos. Like if they're not alternate arts and they're their own unique cards and they're good, I feel like that's a bad thing for card games.
Absolutely.
I think if it's an alternative art, it's great. And I think if it's not a secluded cut, so say there's multiple events and the top 32 all receive this promo, that's not as exclusive as it is, and people will buy and sell, and games need to have money cards. They need to have high value gets. And right now we have that with our promos, but that's way out of whack. The promos are entry prizes. They're not something gained by playing well or showing off skill. They're gained for entering a tournament, and they're so exclusive at such high price that it's killing the ability to make cool decks and play with them and build ideas because you just can't physically afford them right now. Whereas like if I saw with tournament promos, think like Panini Regional had promos for top 16. But say our numbers are bigger and we can expand that. And let's say we give 2 of them out to each person, or even a play set out, you know? Maybe they give 4 of this new card to everybody in top 32 if we have 100 people at a regional. And it's like that card is spread now, but it still holds value. You can still go and hawk those cards for money if you needed to get it back.
Yeah, you have something to say, George?
Perfect example. Visiting the past.
Yeah, you could also do something like Pokemon does, where they stamp their promos, kind of, and the stamp adds value to the card, but they're also you're able to kind of get them, but like the stamp adds a lot of secondary market value.
I never knew about that.
What Jordan's saying is when there's pre-releases for Pokemon, the staff involved, the tournament organizer, and the first through 4th place finishers receive marked cards. Or if there's like a league challenge, there'll be like a foil version of the card with a stamp on it showing like the special event, and it actually hikes the value up. There's a staff promo Charizard recently going for hundreds of dollars that we just got received for running a pre-release at your local game store.
I wish Pokemon was better. I really do. I'm one of those people that there's no like counterplay really, and that really bores it for me. I love the artwork and I love the mechanics on paper, but then when I play it after like 5 games, I'm like, I never want to play this for another like 16 years.
How they run a tournament though is they're a Japanese company, just like Dragon Ball Super is run by a Japanese company. So out there running a tournament is kind of where, you know, Magic the Gathering is run by an American company, so they like know what their audience is. But the stamp cards is like it increases secondary market value for certain cards, but also non-stamp cards sell for way less. So it's like collector value, and it starts a collection. And
Getting more back on topic, though, no matter what we receive in prizes, we should be thankful that these events exist, that we're going to have organized play events this early in the game with only 2 sets being available at the time, and that we have someone stepping up to branch out to America and to work with the Bandai company, getting us these regional events through Ultra Reality Games, and just really making that happen. And we've already had one event, I think 21 players showed up, and all they did was booster prizing, and people were very happy. It was a good day, and I believe that was the best of 1 trial event. We're coming up in Atlantic City, we'll have an ARG, where it's going to be the best of 3 trial event for the community. So hopefully if you're around that area, you can make it out there.
Wish we could, but that's not worth it for us. We're like 4 hours out or 3 hours out.
If there was cash prizing, the incentive to go would be much greater for me. But I do enjoy booster prizing. But as someone who bought a lot of product into this game, it's not worth it for me.
Yeah, we pretty much have every card in the game. So
which sucks because I really want to show my support for the best of 3 movement. But I mean that's a whole different subject. But if you can get out there, get out there. Show your support. Play in a timely manner. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself.
Didn't ARG recently pair with the people
Ophidian Gaming Accessories, they make super awesome mats.
So
those phone cards are amazing.
if we can see some exclusive Dragon
Spellground mats,
Spellgrounds for top 8.
If ARG could finagle something with Ophidian and work it through Bandai, or we got like cool special mats like that.
I mean, their mats for ARG for Panini were awesome. They were thick. They were like the best mats for
But I love cloth mats, and that's something I never see tournaments give out because there's such value to them. But maybe even just a winner, first and second place. Like they get these awesome cloth.
Well, not only that, but it's a 2-player mat too. So
that's true. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Spellgrounds.
If that was something that could be added in as a value swag prize, if we couldn't have cash prizing, I would like that.
I mean, it's all about the value of the tournament and the situation, and how long you drive.
Right.
But if you're close to these ARG events, you can count on a well-run, well-organized tournament with competent judges and have a good time,
Those judges might be me and you.
Yeah, me and Kevin coming to judging near you,
You never know. Or anybody in this room.
I was thinking getting into the judging program as well.
Everybody likes to judge.
I like it once in a while. I'm definitely a player first before a judge.
Yes.
But once in a while it's not bad, especially ARG events. I kind of said I was going to anyway.
And I know Bandai treats their judges pretty well. So
Yeah,
if it's sanctioned Bandai events, so they get judges promos and stuff.
Yeah, which I'd be a big fan of because I'm a collector too.
Here's a situation again, though, where judges promos, if they're exclusivity and not alternative art, that changes the way we feel about it.
I'm just assuming that it's going to be alternate art, but it definitely could be. Like
Magic does that.
But it could go back to
judges promos.
Those land value.
The stamp thing that could sell it too, where you just get a judge stamp.
Right.
And then you have the top 8 stamps.
I prefer alternative art versus stamp, though.
I mean, I would prefer that, but at the same time, I don't know if that's healthy or not.
I mean, as long as it's shiny and we can sell it, right?
I really don't sell my shiny things. I keep them and collect them, though, but that's just me.
I'm a big
once you get
fan
multiple
of for Worlds. I know in some games that they foil out your deck for you.
Oh,
I hope they do that in this game.
That would be incredible, only because so many cards you don't have access to at foil, and when you show up with your foil Senzu beams and stuff like that, multi-band, like, oh my god, I'd be all about it.
Yeah, like, this guy is the face that runs the place. Like,
yeah, seriously.
That's wild.
You show down to the all-golded deck, and you're like, what?
That'd be an awesome... Yeah.
What about you, Trevor? What do you want from, like, OP events? Like, how you feel about them right now?
I really just want cash prizes because, like Josh said, we bought so much into this game already. Our case was, like, really cool because we got one of each SPR, but other than that, it's like, you don't need it.
It was redundant pulls by the 6 box.
Yep.
For 2 playsets.
Yeah, that's fair. Justifiable. How about you, Jake? You have anything you want to add?
I'm actually pretty excited. I like going to tournaments and stuff like that. I actually had some experience with Magic, but I never really seen the success like what I'm doing with DBS. Like me piloting the bowling deck and like me winning consecutively in weeks and stuff like that. This has never happened before. This is like something new to me. So like now I'm getting like sort of like a.
You got a taste of it.
I got a taste of it, and now I want more sort of thing. So
Crushing it.
yeah, so now I'm like I'm itching for it a little bit, and like there hasn't been a tournament in a couple weeks as well, like 3 weeks or so. Has been anything good?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been going up to Kerwin's Game Store in Catskill, New York, and we've been killing it there and just having a good time.
I wish that was my local, man. That's honestly one of the best run game stores I've.
It literally, to quote the store owner, is the best place in gaming in my
Yo,
opinion.
shout out.
Stephen Kerwin runs his things better than any other store owner I have ever met in all of my travels in 10 years of competitive gaming.
Yeah,
Like,
and I feel like between all of us in this room, we know a lot of card games.
oh, absolutely. I've gone all up and down the East Coast, and all in New England, definitely.
Not only
It's
there,
definitely
but
top tier for me.
additive. How many years do you think? Like, if we added all the years together of card game experience, do we have?
It's probably a lot.
And they're opening a
It's a
second
lot.
location in Poughkeepsie, New York soon, and that's like super close for us. So
Oh, not bad.
it's like 40 minutes away from me. I'm down to go all the time.
Really? That's not bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind traveling to a local.
And you head to our house, and then the train
Okay.
goes. And then we're just bringing more people to support more local game stores in states we don't even live in because we're that kind of guys, you know?
Yeah, man. I hope we get something around us soon, Ben and Jake, sometime soon.
We have
Yeah.
little specks of it, but we're trying to build our own thing in Enfield.
Started from the
Can I-
Taco Bell, now we're here. I mean,
Can I ask you guys a question?
What's up?
With a local where you have to drive this distance is like, I don't know, how do you feel about the game in that sense? Because I feel like we're kind of spoiled here because we're able to reach certain card
I like to
shops.
think we add the value to the trip. Like, coming
Yeah,
out to
for
see
sure,
your
yeah.
friends, people you care
Absolutely.
about.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
like,
definitely the reason.
You're not
one
able
of the main
to.
reasons.
I mean, locally.
No, yeah.
Well, I mean, if honestly I had locals at where I live, and you guys still had your locals, I would still be coming to your locals probably the same amount of times that we are now.
Yeah, when you're Kevin and you just win everything, it's really easy to go and crush it. Shows up, 14 packs of set 2 in his pocket already. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
What a
Oh, we got
bad-
a box between
We
the
got
two
a
of
box
us.
between the two of them.
That's nuts. That's great. And also, we're having like great local tournaments at CNS Gaming Empire in Torrington, Connecticut. And like every Thursday in October, we're going to be having the BCC battles there for Bardock promos. First 16 people in the door are going to get a promo with entry. Anyone else will get a pack. And then we're going to, every round you win, you get another pack. So, I mean, that's value. Like, if you're around and you're in Northwest Connecticut or you're in the surrounding states, like, come out. We're going to be there. Meet the Super Friends podcast live, you know?
Yes.
It's like-
Definitely.
I'm mad that we live in Mass, right? And you would think we'd have like a card shop like
In
that's good around us,
Right.
and we literally have to go to either Connecticut, New Hampshire,
Or
and-
New York.
Yeah, that's insane.
I keep wanting to go to New Hampshire.
Massachusetts
Just
is
like
slacking a little
I know.
bit. Definitely.
I like
Is there
New
no
Hampshire a
card
lot.
shop in Boston though?
Oh,
But
Pandemonium Games.
it might be. It's probably such a pain in the ass to get there that it's not
Yeah,
worth.
It's
I,
like-
I've heard the parking situation is kind of trash, but like I'll
I mean,
probably-
that's Boston.
yeah,
But
I'll probably
it's the
travel
same
out to
amount of
them, like,
distance
once
either
just just to see where like how it is. But like since they're like an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes for me, I looked up one time. But you guys are like an hour, so it's
Yeah.
like why wouldn't I just come here 100 out of 100 times? You know what I'm saying?
Especially, I mean,
We do bring the times.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So bring it to the next topic. We got another deck tech coming up. We're going to be talking about the blue Vegeta leader and everything that he does and what he likes to do.
He's just a man.
Yeah, he's like literally probably one of the most versatile leaders out there right now.
Vegeta, no other leader besides Beerus gives me as much cancer as Vegeta does.
Wow, just like
I really like
I'm telling it
Vegeta
out there. Shouts to all you
because the
Vegeta players
ease
out
of
there.
use of Vegeta.
One word, critical. That's
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Critical
That's
on
not-
a
It's
leader
the best
is
mechanic in the
disgusting.
game.
Card advantage, critical. He has all that right there. He could be an aggro leader, he can be a control leader, and it depends completely on the pilot and the playstyle to get there. And I think we're going to take a look at multiple variants of the Vegeta with the blue build in other colors. So we're going to go every color with them, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Ben?
we're going to start off with the blue-green with the Broly package. And I know Kevin and Josh have played it and seen success with it, so I'm going to let them take it away.
We got Jake, our in-house expert.
Oh,
over
and Jake
here,
with the
too.
Broly.
All right. I actually seen the deck, and I've actually looked at the deck list, and I think that it's one of the craziest decks I've ever seen in this game right now. I think that the Vegeta deck as a whole, as the leader, I don't think a leader should have critical. I think that's something that should not happen, because I feel like taking damage is such a viable thing in the game, and I also feel like you're also getting card draw as well as you keep doing so. So I feel like that's definitely something that all decks should be able to want to do. And with the Broly package, that's so versatile, you're hitting every deck. Why with this discard outlet? So you're hitting every archetype, every aggro deck, every control deck. Doesn't matter what you're playing.
Vegeta would, yeah.
Yeah, Vegeta with the Broly package. Yeah, you're denying them cards while also taking away cards from them. So.
And then you add the double strike chop onto that. You just
the double strike Choppa card with the Vegeta is so dumb. I can't.
Yeah, if you go second, it's almost always going off.
Well, not only that, but you
Yeah.
also have access to the Beerus 4-drop that just kills things.
Yeah, I think the deck overall, the whole list is just solid because you're either critting them or you're discarding cards from their hand.
Yeah, it's pretty much aggressive control. That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's aggressive control, yeah. Because you're
But
gonna
you can
be,
also play it just mainly control.
You're gonna
just
be-
awaken yourself and take advantage of that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think a lot of people hang on to Vegeta because he is relatively easy to play, but he rewards you so much for making the correct plays.
Let's not undervalue that. If you have access to either like possibly Light of Hope's Trunks promos or especially the Broly promos,
Yeah,
this
if you
package
get both
is
effects on his awakened side,
extremely advantageous towards you. Having a 20,000 critical at any point in the game is really good, especially if that drew you a card to your hand.
One of its weaknesses, I think,
the
Vegeta has a...
on the back. You
What?
get plus 10,000, so you're looking at 30k.
Yeah, that's
You
really
can-
Yeah, the only
disgusting.
thing that
honestly.
sucks about that though is it's gotta be mono, basically, because
Yeah.
you have to have 7 blue energy.
Which
to
you're
get
running
plus
all that
10K.
green for the Broly package, you're not always having it. You're having most of
Yeah,
the green.
that's what I didn't like about
Yeah,
it. That was my
that's fair.
only complaint about that deck.
Yeah, you also can't count out remember the Go tanks either because he also helps you keep that up. But I think what Jake's about to say is that he's pretty much a vanilla on his backside.
Yeah, I think Vegeta's biggest weakness as a leader is that as you turn him into his backside, he's only good for just attacking to just draw a card. I feel. I've played against it and I've never seen anyone use it after 4.
So my rebuttal to that would be that the plus 10,000 power part is not the part that we're using in this deck. The part we're using in this deck is the front, but on the back we have 5,000 more power and get to draw a card. We're still cutting ourselves for the critical up moments, and usually we're awakening ourselves early on in the game, and then we're swinging like a madhouse to get in there. And we're talking like if we have the Champa double strikes early in the game, we're taking 2, 4 shields, maybe the first 2 turns of the game, and then we're cutting ourselves too. We let our opponent hit us. We're awakening ourselves. Maybe sometimes 3rd, 4th turn of the game, and then we're just playing defensively and controlly from there on. But we also have the ability to just turning at 15,000 sideways every turn that draws you an additional card, even if the deck is blank at that point. If you have the hand control set up with the Broly, you really can capitalize on that.
Yeah.
But you can also get caught with your pants down too, where you're not seeing the resources you need.
I would not play though the 4-drop cost green Broly. I think in a blue-green Vegeta. I just play Bio Broly in the promo.
Yeah.
Instead, dedicate. Whoa, is the promo?
The promo is the 4-drop green Broly.
No, the 4. It's the
The
6.
Bio Broly.
It's the 6.
You're talking
cost.
about the SR.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
SR.
Okay, so the reason
Because you have to dedicate to that, but without that, you can play the Broly line, and then
the Bio Broly is completely vanilla 5-drop 20k double strike and does nothing for you. You'd actually cut the Bio Broly to run the promo Broly. Having removal at any point in the game for any amount is way better.
No, I definitely agree with that. I also think that when it comes to the Vegeta deck as a whole, I think that you can do the Broly package and just have it be so dominant.
Absolutely.
Like Vegeta as a leader is like the only deck I've ever seen has a Broly as a 50-50 matchup with Broly. Like it legitimately is. Like it can literally go either way.
And just to clarify, when you say Broly package, you're including Gotenks, Super Saiyan Gotenks,
Yes,
as well,
of
and
course,
Super
yeah.
Saiyan Goten.
Yeah,
Those are what we're talking about in the Broly package, guys. We're it's not just Broly cards. We're actually putting in the green
Value
cards that are
as well.
support.
Yep, that are support.
You could also play the green negate if you wanted to. I've been going negateless. It's pretty great. It's like going commando.
The green negate
negate's really
is
good,
so good.
It is for early game removal. It's really nice.
For early game
removal.
it beats Choppa.
And not only that, but in mirror matches, then you're going to be able to hit the Brolys. And then it's like when you play against a green deck that plays that negate, you're going to have to change your game, which might throw them enough where if you're playing Broly, you can just overrun them because they were thinking. Now they went in there with one plan and they count.
Shout out to Bailey who plays this deck. Bailey is a very good Vegeta player, and I played many games with him with this deck. It's actually really good, and he always makes me a better player when he plays this Vegeta deck in the whole because Vegeta is just very good.
Vegeta's
So good, especially with his package too, with the 0-drop Vegeta that you can evolve for free if you have 7 or more energy.
Yeah.
That's really
one hit
good.
destruction Vegeta, the promo.
The God Charge Vegeta. Really
Dual
good as
attack
well.
critical. I mean, if you can manage to keep that double strike, it's dual attack critical double strike. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
good.
gross times, but
Not your
Yeah, just criticals are so good. In this
Critical is so good.
I just really like blue green because SR Broly into next turn 7-drop Beerus, you're probably winning the game.
I would say a pro play in this deck is having God Charge Vegeta with 7 energy, right? And we're going to attack first, and we're going to go Champa double strike. So we're double strike critical we're resetting, we're throwing that one-hit destruction Vegeta
Yeah,
down,
that's
and
what
we're
Bailey
triple
likes to do.
striking.
Bailey
Yeah.
does that's the Bailey
He did-
finesse is what move
yeah,
we got
He
to
did
call
that
it.
to me and comboed out with freaking 4 boost attack Piccolos, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah, it's just like you gotta be careful of that. I feel now because I'm sure that's gonna catch on eventually, especially when
Absolutely.
OP season starts.
The more Vegeta we get, the more deadly that is.
You're right.
It really is.
I mean,
yeah,
set
it's
2 is going to
cancerous.
change everything.
And the fact that special packs are so limited, if we got a big Vegeta boost, which we could see at any time, it's like people are going to
Absolutely.
want those cards, like especially more ramp.
There's a red Vegeta card that's going to come out.
Yeah, and there's that Vegeta that searches for a future Trunks in the second set. I think we saw a preview for it.
Oh
Plus
yeah, it was
Vegito
blue,
leader.
right?
Yeah, it's blue.
Yeah,
Plus
I think so.
Vegito.
And then
Vegito is a red leader, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
having everything count. Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
One hit destruction Vegeta on any Vegeta you want. It's just gross.
Yeah,
If you have the energy.
Vegeta Goku deck
Vegeta's power is
incoming.
so
Everyone
good
knows
for
it.
energy. It's just amazing.
We know that based off of that leader, there's probably going to be a lot of Goku and Vegeta cards in the set,
Probably.
in different colors too.
I know me and Josh are a little different on this topic. I think Vegeta's going to be like super broke for the energy conservation, but you might have convinced me a little bit that he might not be as good as I thought.
The mana is incredible. Giving everything all the colors and then being able
Except
to throw
yellow.
No, you could literally play.
oh yeah,
Goku
then you
Vegeta
can throw the
cards
yellow in.
Yeah, it's real good. I mean, you're in there, or you could just play like any colors you want and mix and match. You can make a whole critical deck, everything. The power boost to himself is nice, but like the fact that he's a red leader, that promo Goku guys on the back, he's at 20,000. If he boosts himself, he's at 25,000. All your mana is open. Like you play one Vegeta, one Goku in the mana, turn 1, you've opened up 3 colors. I mean, we cannot undervalue that enough. I think I was just being a little salt, and I didn't have to go through promos at the time. But since I've acquired them, I feel real good about it. Also, don't pay for promos. They're gonna
no,
get
too much
reprinted.
money, yeah.
You're gonna get them for cheaper later on. Don't do it. I mean, if you have the money and you want to live the hype, go for it. If you can travel to tournaments and there's still tournament packs, do it. But like, do not like break the bank on these people. This is not life and death.
I mean, what are you're gonna spend all that money for essentially promos that you can play at your local game store because there's no real big
Yeah, if you need to be the very best.
sanctioned
but
tournaments.
Yeah, I feel like it is kind of waste right now. Like, I understand some people just want the cards.
$140 for a full Goku?
Right.
Absolutely not. Do not do that.
Yeah,
There are starving kids around the world, people. Spend your money better.
I mean, like, I don't understand more if there was like literally OP like events
Yeah.
right now, but there is.
There is.
There is
There
no
isn't.
major competitive scene. You do not need to fulfill the demand these people are selling for.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're trashing
Sold
locals,
out.
I mean, like, shout out to
Sold
you
out.
getting
So
that free
good.
money and free credit, but like,
Vados
Is it really worth it?
On the flip side of this, shout out to all the scalpers. You guys are killing it. Like, you are just stealing these people's money, and like, you should feel great about yourselves, I guess. Like, these steaks you eat, these people are getting ramen, but they got promos, you know?
oh no.
No way. Here
we go.
4 entry promos.
Transition from.
All right, so the next deck
New Topic
tech,
Kangaroos.
Yeah, new Topic Kangaroos. So the next deck tech we got for the Vegeta is the blue-red aggro / crit Vados. Now we all know how disgusting Vados is. We talk about it like every night.
She
Vados.
is cancer.
You would say, besides the 4 of her, she has to take up 20 red alien slots. I mean, that you could actually play Monaka. He's a blue
Crush
alien.
them
So
all,
let's just say
though, and then
20
win the
alien
game, 'cause
slots
they're turn
plus
5.
6. So you're looking at 26 cards remaining in your deck for the blue half of your deck, which is great.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah,
that's
and
a good
I mean
number.
that's if you don't play the red. You would actually play the 4 red double strike Champa. So you're actually looking at 28 red cards, 22 blue.
I like that list a lot.
And I really think that's a consistent number with Vados. You have the double strike Champa for Vegeta, and then you just fill the blue slots accordingly. Like we said, God Charge, 1-hit destruction, maybe 4-drop Soul Striker Goku, and then probably like Overflowing Energy Goku. Actually, I think it is.
Oh, the one
Overflowing
that he's
Spirit,
critical?
yeah. 4-drop critical Goku, and then 3-drop critical Vegeta for Evo Bait. Maybe couple Prince of Speeds, couple 1-hit destructions, just to have like the end game curve, and then just let Vado sit back and do the work. Like get there. If you see early game Kabas, push in. Maybe some Majin Boos for some draw power, add more blue
For
to
sure.
the game. Senzu Beans, Weezus Coercion. The deck's making itself as we speak. And we talk about the Red Vados Alien package. It's like 4 Kaba, 4 3-drop Frost, 4 4-drop Frost. Let's say 4 of the Confident Batamo, and then if you have the Goku promos, that would be my last 4 slot here. But if you don't have the Goku promos, I'd probably play Iron Wall Magetas, or if you need to side deck possibly the 1-drop Atamo blockers, things like that. Make sure it's another red alien, a mixture of sorts. I would not recommend playing the 1-drop Frost. It's a waste of mana. It's a trap
I
card.
agree.
It is,
I agree.
yeah.
I don't like it either.
Yeah.
It was in very early builds, but then I realized I'm like, I don't want to play this card at all.
Iron Wall Magetta is also a great substitute at the end there. I mean, you can play 2 Iron Wall Magetta to run 18 alien drops and 2 promo Goku if you had it. Just to boost that board, it's a great utility card.
Pretty much if you have it, you play it.
Yeah, if you have it, you got it.
Good card. Good card is good.
It might be one of the most essential cards for red. Like, if you play red, you kind of have to play that.
I feel like people either love it or hate it. They either feel like it doesn't fit because it's not an alien, or that it's in the way, and then it's only going to be comboed with other things. But I think as itself, dropping a reusable back to hand, 0 for 5k if I need to combo with it next turn, 20k, and it pluses everything else I have, I think it's just value town.
I like the promo a lot. It's actually one of my favorite cards in the game.
It's really good.
Nice.
Yeah,
At the worst
I love
situation,
Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so anything with Super Saiyan 3 Goku on it, I'm a fan of.
Yeah, it's a big moment for me in my childhood.
Yeah.
Well, teen years, whatever.
That's
Not
why.
only that,
It's my
but
tied for my first favorite episode.
Need
The
like
series.
one in your hand. If you draw one, and you draw another. It's mana. Then you can.
My favorite is Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Just goes for it, and he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I can do it. Saw my dad. One of my dads do it once, kinda.
And then he spits out the Kamikaze Ghost.
Yeah, it's incredible.
so sick.
Also, that's gonna be everything with Dragon Ball Z has been super hype lately. Like Super on Toonami, the card game Set 2 coming out. It's been really great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is a big part of everybody's life. And so the next Vegeta deck we have coming up is the blue-yellow Vegeta control that I believe Scott Dashy piloted.
Shout out to my man Scott Dashy.
What a guy! What a guy!
Yeah, he I think he went undefeated in that tournament, if I remember correctly. I think it was somewhere in New Hampshire. I can't remember offhand, but I think he went undefeated with a blue-yellow Vegeta. It's pretty solid.
Crusher Ball is a card, and it is so
Yeah.
good. Mecha Frieza is a card, and it is so good.
Yeah, like I've been preaching in just the first set. Second set, Cold Bloodlust is, arguably better, but for this first set, I feel Crusher Ball is more utility in a lot of situations compared to Cold Bloodlust. So I think him running the Crusher Balls instead of the Bloodlust, well, he couldn't anyway.
You can't.
because he's
Vegeta leader, yeah.
I still feel that was the right call, though.
A lot of debate is Gildo versus Sorbet. Sorbet, you can potentially nick one of your other cards and add some combo on, but Gildo is a higher level blocker, but you don't get the tab effect because you're not a yellow leader. And it's like if you're running a one-drop yellow,
That's tough.
that's a tough situation. You could avoid them all together and just be big and bad, but I mean, you'd be like, here's Jace, here's Mecha Frieza, here's Crusher Ball, and then, I mean, maybe a couple of the yellow cards to balance it out later game, but it's really just all utility stuff. Bad Ring Laser's really good. I mean, if you can pull that off, negating and negate is like one of the funnest things to do in this game. You're like, I'm doing something, your opponent's like, nope, and you're like, I'm noped, you're nope, and it's all over from there. Yeah.
It's real heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I don't know how that feels, but that must feel very
It's like
heartbreaking.
smallest violin sits in place just for
It's
you.
like Spear
Yeah.
and Spear.
Yeah, spearing a spear. I mean, a spear
It's
is
like
spear.
getting speared by Goldberg.
You said it was like getting speared
I know,
by
I know.
Goku.
Yeah,
My stomach hurts already.
Yeah.
Like feeling about that.
Well, I think also Cold Bloodlust puts yellow over the map as well. I think that its ability. It's something that we actually got some more clarifications on how it interacts with cards, and it's just
So broke.
Restricting
it's
it.
way better than what we thought it was.
Restricting it to yellow still makes it feel unfair. I mean, it's so good. Like, tapping out and playing your big bomb or something, and your opponent being like, "Here's this one resource, and now your thing is blank," is gross. It's just so great. Like,
That's why I'm excited for set 2, especially because it's going to expand on all these. We know now kind of a base where we need to start, and then it's just like, especially yellow, I think it's just going to grow in strength with the next set.
I'm really looking forward to. I believe there's Frieza in the draft box as a leader.
I saw that.
promo Frieza, Gotenks, Goku, and Vegito, right? Vegito.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And I'm really looking forward to what that Frieza does, because if it's like good, I'm definitely playing that Frieza with the
We don't even know if
Bloodlust
it's
and the
yellow
Crusher
yet,
Ball.
my guy.
I have a feeling it's yellow.
Oh, we saw a blue Frieza in the new Set 2 promo, or
That's
Set
the
2
rare,
cards,
yeah.
so...
Yeah,
is
bro.
it?
So
Oh,
we
the
can
Frieza
see
was blue,
we
yeah.
can see a blue Frieza leader.
That'd be so weird.
Well,
I'm just saying.
But it makes sense.
Aren't we going to
Yeah.
see
We already have 2 yellow freezers.
We're going to see
Don't need a third
a
one.
cooler leader, though, right?
Yeah, Metacooler.
Yeah.
He's tied for my favorite villain.
Yo, that
and favorite
Metacooler
character
battle
in the
card,
series.
that thing
Yeah.
is sick.
Yes, I'm a fan.
The
This is
4-drop
going to add on
Metacooler,
top
right?
of the Frieza army cards. Are
So just to
available
clarify,
in yellow.
the 4-drop Metacooler, it allows you to awaken as long as your opponent is at 4 or less life.
Oh, that's not the one I was talking about.
Oh,
Let's go.
what are you
I was talking
about?
about the one where it's like a 3-drop, a 15K. You can play as many copies of it as you
Oh,
want
yes,
in your deck.
Yo,
The infinite metaphor. That's
Yeah.
really good for sure.
That sounds like it takes real finesse to pull that off.
But like, do you know what the 7-drop does?
I've
though?
been there
You have
with
to like
Nigel
sack
Jr.
those
staring down
off.
the barrel. So.
Is he 0 for 5?
Yeah.
That's broke.
Yeah.
You can run so many.
I know, it's awesome.
You probably only need like 8 of them anyway.
Yo, just
but-
run like 40 of them and just go deep.
just go ham sandwich.
Yeah,
What
over
is
half
this,
your deck is just coolers.
Just run the Champa leader and just give them all double.
I mean, to be honest,
You
guys,
know what he's
we don't know
classified
what like
as?
the SR
I
Metacooler
think
does
he's a
yet,
Frieza
or
clan.
what the Leader Metacooler does
Frieza
yet.
clan?
Those can
Yeah,
be
I know.
essential.
He's a fucking
to playing
Frieza
those
clan?
Metacooler.
I'm really looking
Oh
forward
my
to
god,
that
that's
cooler.
gross.
That's
That's
absolutely
a
cool.
That-
Yeah, that's what me and Kevin were saying. We're
That's
like,
so gross.
he's a
So
Frieza
Frieza
clan
clan
card on
promo.
top of that. So you have the Frieza clan type subtype under that with the
None
cooler
of those
promo.
Metacoolers I've seen have Frieza Clan at all. Only the normal cooler promo has Frieza Clan. All the Metacoolers have Metacoolers Army on them. Nothing about Frieza Clan.
Oh.
So you guys need to just like, I'm telling you, the dream is not there for that.
There's no that dream has been crushed
It's gonna
today.
be its own thing.
Lies.
What if we see the Metacoolers type style, Wood Frieza Army type style?
That's why I
decks?
think we could possibly see more Frieza Blue cards, because if we could play Yellow Blue Frieza stuff and have more Frieza Clan situation for the cooler promo.
Also, that makes me think that if they're doing Metacoolers not Frieza race, that regular cooler is going to be released in some future set where they release a lot of movie characters.
Yep.
I feel like he's going to get his
Absolutely,
separate
I'd say
release
that
then.
because he comes to revenge his father and brother. He's part of the Frieza Clan there, and the promo for cooler is already Frieza Clan, and he directly
Right.
interlinks with Frieza Clan stuff.
Yeah, so I feel like it'd be silly if they didn't capitalize on that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. That's real. I mean, let's talk about how Saiyan Kaba's an alien just because he's from a different universe, but all the other Saiyans, nah, we Earthlings now, fam. What? I had a tail where my butt was. Like,
Let's
I
talk
wasn't a
about
human.
how every color got assigned to like a certain movie or segment.
I love that. It doesn't stick them to
I
one
like
focus
that
for the whole
too.
set.
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
like
yeah, that's
yellow is going to be based on Metacooler movies, and
Oh, yeah.
then it's what
Green is like androids and Cell,
androids and
Red
stuff.
is Majin Buu's and all that. Majin Babidi, Majin Vegeta.
and blue is like
The Zamasu Future Trunks
Yeah.
arc from Super. And
Yeah.
I love that they're not going in a timeline. They're not running out of
No.
content here. They're doing it piece by piece by piece, and they can dole out like Raditz and Nappa in set 5, and they could be broke. And like who knows? We've seen in Japan, the Bandai version of Japan game, Super Saiyan 4 Broly exists.
I think
Things
that-
like that.
Apparently,
It
yeah.
does. It's nuts.
I think
that's
that's
crazy.
something that Panini also suffered from, where they were trying to go into set by set, but if they're doing this way, then it's
non-linear
You can
pattern.
do 10 years of this type
Well, I feel like
while
Panini
just picking random times in the timeline, and
If Panini really wanted to keep it alive, though, I feel they could have like stalled their way out until they got to like the end of the series and then somehow get super rights. I don't know if they could have got that or they could have afforded it, but I feel like that option could have been there potentially in the future.
I mean, they had a Beerus promo card in Pansy.
Oh yeah, there you go. So they had at least some rights then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but rights are fickle, especially with Japanese companies.
Well, for
Like,
sure, but it's just like it's nice that like it's possible
They
could have went
want
there.
to support that, but then I'm sure Bandai came to them and were like, "Hey,
But Vegeta is a pretty versatile leader, guys. Right?
Yes, very.
We are like
Yeah.
plowing off-topic trains tonight. Like,
Hey man, it just happens.
yeah,
sometimes.
it's good though. Discussion is good. Take it where it leads you.
Right. Speaking of set 2, I know a lot of cards have been spoiled. So does anyone have like a favorite card that they've seen spoiled yet?
I am very fond of the Babidi. I believe it's a 7-drop.
6-drop.
6-drop. Oh, even better.
That was on my list too.
Two red summons 225,000 or less red creatures from the top of your deck when you search.
Yeah.
And you search as the top 7.
Top 7. Right?
Top
I think
7.
it's red aliens too.
No, it's just a red
It's just
card.
red creatures.
just
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got that
Because
wrong
it can
the first
summon the
time, yeah.
5-drop Vados, which can swing out
Yeah,
for 2
oh, yeah,
more red
true.
aliens.
Yeah,
That's
if you
so
summon
good.
2/5 bottles,
That-
surprise.
That card alone pulls anything. And let's not think about that. The 25,000 6-drop SR Champa, that drops a whole board away. 15,000 or less dies. That comes in for free off Babidi, and you still get another guy. It's absolutely go for broke for me.
Yeah, I love that card too. That's actually the card I like in set 2.
Great minds think alike.
Yes, sir. But I'm only fearful if I play that card, you have to play it super smart against yellow because if that gets bloodlust, like that
Get
card's
ball.
trash now.
Let's talk about how we can play red-yellow in the promo Frieza. Let's me look at their hand. And let's talk about that
Yep.
Dabura protects my boy Majin Babidi turning sideways. That's an extra nice shield for him there.
For
Granted, once I play him, unless there's a bounce mechanic that we have not seen yet, he's garbage. Like, he's combo bait. Like, he served his purpose. So it's like, the real threat is Cold Bloodlust, but if you're playing against a non-yellow deck, with
just go
ease,
deep,
my guy. Yeah, like...
I do have to give Set 2 some credit so far, though, already, because there's a lot of interactions that they're doing between certain cards, which I do appreciate.
They're not forgetting their first set, and that's the best thing you can do is make your fans and your people who play your game, spend money on your game, feel like that they are getting the bang for their buck. When they invested in Set 1, that's going to be useful in Set 2. Things aren't going to become obsolete. They're going to work with each other, and that's what I want to see more of, personally.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyone else got a favorite?
Yeah, how about you, Trevor?
I would personally want to add on to that I think that Six Bobbity's broke because Champa's going to be super viable. Being able to pull Champa out and kill their whole 15,000 board for free is disgusting.
You can get Vados with that.
Think about
but if you go Champa Vados, you're going to win the game.
Let's see the meta cooler. Summons all those 15,000 guys for like super cheap or off your deck or something, right? Well, that Champa plows all those to the bye-bye zone, so, you know.
Yeah, that's rough times at Ridgemont High.
I don't think effects really can be superseded right now. Besides Cold Bloodlust, I don't think effects can be superseded.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, so I mean, effects are pretty damning in this game, so you have to really pay attention to what's going on around you.
I feel like there's got to be some way that they introduce negation effects for battle cards.
Yes.
Counters.
Besides Cold Bloodlust. I feel like that can't be the only card ever in this game.
No, there's going to have to be something, but it could stay within yellow. That's what I'm feeling.
It could.
It's probably going to.
I'm on that hype train.
I mean, that's a good hype train to get on.
Here's the weird thing. In this game, blue is the ramp color.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yeah,
and
most
usually blue's control, right?
It's green.
Most games, blue's the control color.
I also feel blue is still control, even with ramp. Ramp can be control.
No, well, green already had that ramp into the turn 5 or 6 where you're controlling and killing things on board.
This game also doesn't have like a dark or a black or a purple, and usually that gets what discard and hand control gets, so that went to green. So I feel like we could see two colors share the same thing, like hand control or mana ramp, but outside, or like you said, blanking a card like Cold Bloodlust. Like I could see yellow sharing that with red or green, where it wouldn't be too broken, but I could never see that ability going to blue. And I think they have to like segregate things between like keeping this ability between two colors to make it real. I mean, I know in the Japan game, I believe there's like colored black and stuff too. They added it on later on, so like we could see more mana stuff going on later on in the game.
I mean, I wouldn't like. What if they start doing dual cards where it costs a certain amount?
I feel eventually they will do that.
Multicolored cards. But
that's gonna be sets ahead. Like right now, they're taking the best route, I think, because they're trying to.
They're milking it.
Well, they're not really milking it as much as they're taking baby steps to see if there's actually a market. Because so many other companies like try to just go full force and spend a bunch of money, and then after 3 years, it's like it's not profitable, so they move out.
No, I definitely agree with you on that one.
I think they're doing it smartly. They're kind of.
You don't want to do all your fun stuff early and then just have nothing left to do.
Right.
I really
not even the skill wise, but just like how they're doing tournaments and everything.
Yeah. I really want another color to come out though, honestly. Before like set 4, like just introduce another color, and then that'll probably be like the rest of the game is just going to be 5 colors, which I think is more than enough.
Maybe next set, if they do blocks. What about blocks? Like if they start doing like 3-set block and then next set.
I want to stay away from that.
Like rotation?
Just quick.
Not rotation. Just
I want a Yu-Gi-Oh style ban list and restricted list versus rotation. I hate when my cards become worthless. If you're to tell me, even if there's a legacy format, if you're saying the first 3 sets of the game I put hundreds, if not thousands of dollars into, plus time playing, traveling, and they're worth nothing, I hate that. I don't want that. As a player, that sours me on the whole experience.
I agree. Wholeheartedly, 100%.
Right. Jordan, do you have a favorite card for set 2?
Yeah, it's Android 17, 18, pretty much.
Tag team powers.
Oh man, for
the interactions based off of the other cards, also.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be an Android deck, definitely, 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm excited. There's going to be an Android leader.
Yeah. And
based off the cards, it seems really strong. Based off of also their green cards.
Yeah, Perfect 4 Cell seems nuts.
This is what the card Trevor was looking at. It looks like it's going to make your opponent discard down to a certain number of cards.
Yeah.
Costing only 2 green.
2 green, 4, whatever else, if you want to Evo it.
7 drop.
Double strike it. It's when you play this card if your leader is an android. Your opponent must choose cards in their hand until there are only 3 remaining, and then you can't see the text, which sucks. Then it says the chosen cards, and then you can't see the text. Someone deciphered
Thanks,
it.
Bandai. These
Someone
previews are
deciphered
ill.
it very well.
I mean, that sounds amazing.
That was the ultimate honey
Two
dick.
green, that
Ultimate
seems
honey
busted
dick.
as hell.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you can do that, and then next turn you're playing Broly's, and they have no hands,
Yeah.
that seems crazy.
Then Ben's card is.
And maybe the promo cell will actually see play for once.
Maybe. That's very possible. I like
Promo
Cell a
cells are
lot.
secretly broken.
We should also talk about Ben's card because it's like a combo between these cards.
So,
Really?
Oh yeah, the one I found was pretty cute. Was Android 16.
The blocker, right?
Yeah, he has a blocker with revenge,
Yes.
and he's a
So
15k.
So good.
Blocker's done right.
Right.
yes, the top blocker should be done.
He's a 3-drop, and he has a sick effect for like whenever he kills a card, he gets to stand up. So like if he kills something defensively, he stands himself, so he can do it again.
All I'm saying is blockers with revenge, so good. Shout out to Mike Murphy for showing me that blockers with King Vegeta surprise attack is just on point. Like, Mecha Frieza swings. I got a 2-drop green Gohan. King Vegeta surprise attack. 20,000 for revenge. Mecha Frieza dies on his first attack, but Gohan turns sideways, but he stands strong still.
But-
And that is last for the whole turn. So that Gohan sideways is now a 20k your opponent would have to deal with if they wanted to. King Vegeta surprise attack, whole turn. It's a green Sensibine for me.
I'm really excited to see what Android, the leader Android card, is going to do and the effects. Because
Yeah, I'm wondering who it's going to be. It's probably going to be 17 if I had to guess. Maybe 18 as well. And
I think
Cell?
so.
Cell is definitely going to be
Cell,
one.
I
Cell
think
will be
so.
17, 20.
I would
Cell.
say
I
Cell,
think
20.
Cell and 20 are going to be the two.
Yeah, I hope eventually they release all.
I wonder if
leaders.
we're going to see 19.
There's only 2
also.
leaders per color right now, right?
19
leaders
Well,
per
Blue
color.
had... No, there's 3.
There's
And
3.
then Blue had 4, I believe.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
real cute.
Yeah, because it had the Goku, the Vegeta, the Beerus. Or maybe it only had 3.
That's all she wrote. There
Yeah.
it is.
Oh,
Promo
wait.
who throwed you off.
Yeah,
The starter deck Goku.
Oh, starter
Fourth
deck
one.
Goku. That's what it is. There's 4. Yep.
Yeah, so
Starter deck Goku. Dual
Wait,
attack Goku.
Android
Yeah.
20 is going to be red. Definitely.
No, Android 20 is for sure green. All the Androids.
Well,
are green.
right now, I think all the androids are green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. But I mean,
Red Ribbon Army. How did they miss out on that?
I'm sure, like...
Oh my God! You should work for them.
Sure. I mean, like, I'm sure...
How did they miss out on that?
Interchangeable, so... Like,
Yeah, I mean, your
eventually
leader
it's gonna
color
be-
doesn't matter in this game, really.
Yeah,
What?
only for certain effects. For certain
For
effects.
certain effects.
The leader
So
card
for-
is like significance in all.
Leader card is
Well, I mean, we
significant,
said the
but
leader card
I
color.
mean,
Oh, the leader card color? Yeah, absolute significance.
Yeah,
you
because-
can pair any leader with any color deck, but you want the optimized value.
yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta
Obviously.
remember the 10k
But
plus
there-
ones.
Yes, the boost
There-
attacks, you need all those. You need to have the 0 for 10k draw cards. They're such great defense utility later on in the game.
There's also leaders though that can pair with pretty much any color because they don't affect the like bi-color and they
Like
don't
Vegeta.
have combos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why Vegeta is really good too, is because you just like, and you're drawing 2 cards a turn with him pretty much. So
What cards would you guys like? Are you excited about? Anyone see that big Super Boo that evolves from Sun Gohan?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cute.
The Zamasu 7-drop.
I don't know.
Indestructible.
I don't know if any of you've seen it, but they have like it looks like a new mechanic. It's called Portara. I think it's like an evolved
Yeah.
mechanic.
Yeah, it's
So
going to
that
be
looks sick.
pretty much like a
Like
Vortex
a fusion.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah. You take 2 cards and you put them under 1.
Which would be interesting.
It's like an XYZ
What-
summon
what?
video.
Yeah,
There it is.
basically.
In Kaijudo it was Vortex Evolution. You took 2 guys made of like the different colors and you put them into the one guy.
Yeah, that's something actually is in Yu-Gi-Oh as well.
which kind of leads me to believe that everyone that we've seen that has that ability has multiple cards low cost in this set because
What we've seen in Black Goku, the 4-drop Indestructible Zamasu is pretty broke too, I think.
Yeah, that's really good.
I mean, if you can make the 10-drop Zamasu off those guys,
That
Class.
10 drops.
I feel like you
sick.
have to prepare for that next set, so your deck should have some ways to get rid of that card.
and if that card is followed by a 12-drop Whis, good game, people.
Yeah.
I just want to know what the other Whis does that you can't even see the cost of yet, but it's 20,000. But it's blue too.
Ooh, so probably something real spicy.
juice.
If it's 4-drop or less, you can search it with the Bulma. That's all I want to know.
No.
Because if it is 4,
Oh, that's
Ooh.
I think you can take the Mono Blue Beerus deck and add in some of that Zamasu stuff, and you have some spicy meatballs on your hands right there.
Yeah, that's
You can
that's
do
a
some
real
cool
deck right there.
things.
Ultimate destruction deck. That's what that'll be.
I think this next set though I'm most excited for because it's going to add a lot of variance to the decks that we have currently, right? I mean,
It's going to change the whole game up.
It's going to turn it sideways.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Turn it
We
sideways,
only
okay.
experienced one set so far, so.
I
And
agree.
usually set 2 is just like, and we have a giant community, so
His immunity is growing day by day.
I'm just saying, like right now at this table, like okay, let's just all say what we're playing right now. So Jake, you go first.
Broly.
Mono green Broly, right?
Yeah.
I typically play blue beers.
Blue beers was.
Control it.
Yellow green untapped Frieza.
I'm mono blue Beerus usually, but I've been hard dicking red yellow untapped Frieza.
It's busted.
I'm either the uncommon Goku blue green, or I'm mono green Broly right now. That's what I've been working with. Just because Broly has been showing me a lot of love.
If I gave a bronze medal award to the best deck, next best deck, it's definitely mono green Broly because that is such a hard matchup for so many decks and it's so underrated. People look at it and like, it just doesn't have enough. Broly's not versatile, and then you're staring with no hand, and I'm like,
Just
eat it.
imagine what some of the Broly cards
no
would come
hand,
in.
and Broly got like four
Dudes on board.
Just imagine the future of the Broly cards. Like we're working with minimal, with
That
minimal
cell,
stuff like that.
the cell we were just talking about
Yeah.
can work so well with the Broly leaders. But look at that, we had a couple double ups here where we played the same thing, and that's because those decks are very good. And we might play them differently, but usually the strategy is similar. But it's like we have a lot of versatility just in this room, a lot of diversity of what we're all playing here. And like we don't just have those decks; these are just our favorite decks.
Yeah, and then those decks are probably all going to be different with set 2.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm
Everything is
also
going to change.
super
I mean, some archetypes might remain the same, some might stay relevant, but a lot of stuff is going to phase out. But that's how they want the game to be. So you have to buy the new cards to have to stay relevant.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
And they also want to connect it to your old
But
favorites.
no,
you know?
this set 2 is gonna add just like for like, especially like someone like you, Josh is like builds he's a deckless master. Like
I love building decks. I'm not a master, but I definitely love the theory
No,
craft. I love to
he's
spend time
like
doing it.
fucking
Right.
Rubik's
I like
Cube.
theory crafting as
Yeah,
well.
theory crafting.
I'll think about it throughout my day. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, this card would probably be good in this deck.
For sure.
Randomly. Yeah.
We yell things in the card to each other all the time. It's good
Yeah,
stuff.
so this one time we theory crafted yellow red untapped Frieza, and that's now the second deck he mains.
I really enjoy it.
In the car on the way here.
Probably going to be giving the list of the yellow red untapped Frieza to the Super Friends podcast, and they might discuss it at a later date here.
We can do that. Yeah,
Ooh, I like that.
we can do that spicy.
Actually, I have the core of the yellow stays the same, but I have an alternative list where the red becomes blue as well, so I'll have to give you guys that.
Interesting.
You can take a couple
The blue's
variations
critical
on it.
shenanigans.
Something to look forward to.
That uncommon yellow Frieza is super fun to play.
Undervalued
Oh, yeah.
beyond.
Yeah.
Almost as undervalued as Broly, but nothing's more undervalued than Broly right now.
Yeah, which is me and Jake always talk about that. We're like, we're shocked.
Point to the other leader with
How-
hand control,
like,
and I'll,
yeah.
and I'll wait.
Exactly. Yeah.
It-
That's it. You saw that was on cue.
That's
Oh,
definitely fair.
that's the jam.
I never
Nice.
want to face a Broly deck while playing like
A good Broly deck, a good Broly player.
yeah.
People play the Broly deck
So
and
listen,
not know what to do.
I don't
with it.
believe there's a bad player. I believe there's people out there that just need to put in more time, more practice, more effort. You don't need to necessarily play faster. Just learn your cards. Learn your cards. Learn what you're doing. Like, know what you're going to play against. Like, how you're going to
It's
react to
20-minute
it.
games.
Yeah, honestly, if you want to be competitive, though, I believe you should know pretty much every card in the set at this point.
Absolutely. And just sequencing and resource management is the direct flow of this game. If you can sequence properly, if you can resource management properly, if you can play off what your opponent has done and make it be a plus for you somehow, you're going to come ahead in this game. It just takes lots of practice, playing with your friends, getting out there, playing new people, losing and winning. I mean, winning's great. Everybody loves to win. But sometimes you lose more. You win. I'm sorry, tongue-tied. You gain more from a loss than you ever would from a win because you saw what you might have done wrong or your opponent might have done wrong.
I'm not gonna lie, it gets me a little salt when I know I misplayed, though.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
I went 1-3 at the recent tournament. You know how sorry I was about it? Because I didn't deserve that.
That might have been the worst you've ever done in Super so far.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
wow.
was. It was really bad. Yeah, it was bad.
Tough times at Ridgemont High, am I right?
Because it was best of one, and I was facing Beerus deck, so I was like, oh my goodness, if I don't go first, I am losing.
Welcome to my same problem that
It's
day.
really bad. Yeah, it's really bad. It's
I
bad.
watched this guy deck out and lose the other night.
I did check out in that tournament.
After this podcast, you have to tell me the story because we
I
know
versed the
about
Son
that.
Gohan blocker deck with Arning 8 negates.
Yeah,
that was
I'm
just
gonna try the theory of not
clearing
playing
your
negates. I'm
board
gonna try it
the game.
out. Not playing no negates, so we'll try it. I like it.
I think since you're
That's
only
good.
playing 4, it sounds like you're playing risky business.
We'll see.
Alright.
We'll see. I was talking about really specific. I'm talking about other decks. Like if I'm playing
Oh, okay,
dual color, I
alright.
might just like replacing one of the negates for something else, like the Renegade. I'll take that.
So it looks like you're trying to
Garbage
branch
out,
out here. And it
yeah.
sounded to me like Broly could become a Christmas deck at some point, possibly.
Ooh.
That'd be sweet. Alright, but I think we wrapped it up here, Dragon Ball Super Friends. Alright, I'm Ben.
The Jake.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Josh.
I'm Trevor.
And now I'm Jordan.
We all thank you for tuning in tonight.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having us on. We appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. Let's all clap.
Yeah.
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. That's for you guys. Yeah, real time, real live people.
Hopefully,
And
we'll do this again sometime.
Yeah, and we'll see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
We're